Greetings, everyone. Thank you all for tuning in. I know I'm late tonight. um, wow, it's been a day. I had a video that I pre-recorded, and for whatever reason, it didn't go out. I think it went out the day I recorded it, but nonetheless, I had intended to have a pre-recorded video for this evening, but that's okay. Things happen. You got to keep rolling. And I said that I was going to come on and talk about my day. So if you read the title, hey, WK, thank you for joining. I'm actually using it from my phone because I don't have my camera that I attach to my laptop with me. So we're just doing the do tonight. So, but nonetheless, um, the reason why I had put together a pre-recorded video because I knew I wouldn't be home in my studio. So I did a pre-recorded video uh, and was gonna come back and talk about my my weekend of my first experience at Premier Orlando. So since that didn't go out, I was sitting here scrambling, trying to figure out how to do this on my phone because the um the pixels of how I look didn't come through really crisp like it does when I have the camera attached. But nonetheless, I'm here. I want to say thank you to those of you who are tuning in. I know I am late getting on, but it's better late than never, right? So um if you're joining for the first time, I'm Yate Keaton, also known as Yate the Barber Stylist and Barber Educator. Tonight, we're going to talk about my first experience, and I got some notes because I do want to share some things. All right. So, today was my first day at Premier Orlando. I've never been. I was actually invited by a stylist friend of mine who worked with me. We worked together when we were at Great Clips. But nonetheless, it's my first time and I jumped on it. First thing I want to say about it is walking in. If you look at my stories, you can see some of the highlights of today. Try to catch them before they go. I have some video footage. Um, it was just a lot. So I'm gonna say this, y'all. Um, let me put up the title. Hold on. Let me see how I do that from here. There we go. There we go. So, um, wow. Uh, walking in, it was people everywhere, uh, booths everywhere. If any of you professionals, whether you're in the barber, the beauty, well, it's all beauty. Whether you're a barber, you're a cosmetologist, you're an esthetician, you're a nail tech, massage therapist, anybody in the beauty industry was there. I'm gonna just say that. You walk in, people everywhere, products everywhere. It was just a lot. So I honestly felt a little overwhelmed because it was so much. Now, I've been to hair shows, mainly um, the one in Atlanta, the World Natural Hair Show. I've attended them a lot of times, but this was my first time going outside of the natural hair community. And the reason why I attend mostly natural hair events is because that's what I specialize in. But nonetheless, I am attending Premier Orlando for the very first time. So today was day one, and there's one more day tomorrow, and then I'll head back to Columbia. But I want to talk about today, my first day at Premier. I want to, jump on and share my experience. Because my video didn't go out, I figure, okay, let me just figure this out and get on. So here I am. First, we got here Saturday. We made it in enough time to go print out the badges. So this is the badge that I received. It says licensed professional here. And of course, it has my name and where I'm from. they scan the QR code for entry. So it was a prepaid pass, and it gives you save the date on the back where it lists other, well, actually, it's listing for 2027. So they already got it set up for 2027. This is the actual Ultimate Beauty Experience catalog, which holds all the classes, um, all the vendors, who's speaking, who was in this. Um, I also, have a few brochures and different things, but I gotta tell you, how people come up to you and they want to hand you a flyer, they want to hand you a card, they want to give you a sample. I was like, no, thank you. No, thank you, because it was just a lot. A lot of people, it seemed like a lot of people coming at you. Um, yeah, I just, it was a lot. So, what I did first when I walked in, I held my book in hand and I kind of flipped through it. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just walk and see. So I ended up walking around and just looking at where things were positioned. So let me say this. Because I worked in the interior design field, so I was looking at not only booth setups, how they were, where they were positioned, um, how they were set up, traffic flow in terms of customers, you know, coming in and looking at products, traffic flow, where people were eating. I was looking at it from that perspective as well. I was also looking at where uh, vendors were placed. Like, for instance, when you walk in, Babylus had a huge setup right at the front when you set in. So positioning wise, I'm sure they paid a pretty penny to be located right there. High traffic, everybody's seeing them, visibility, everybody's seeing them when they come in. So that's something. Wall Coco. Um, this company here, and I'm gonna tell y'all about this company here. Pure Natural Organics. I gotta tell y'all what happened to me there. Um, Andes. All the A good portion of the major companies were there. Different product, hair lines, wigs, weaves. Hold on, let me see. Let me see, because I got the book right here. So let's see, you got happenings, you got education, there were barber battles, meet the brands, I'm sorry, meet the brands, discover Orlando, save dates and hours. So let me just go down and name a few companies. Ultra Beauty, Design Me, um, Design Essentials. Let's see, Stylecraft Gamma, I did say Ultra Beauty, Living Proof, Malibu Sea, uh, Olive Garden, Olivia Garden was there. Um, look, y'all, it's so many, it's a lot. But let's see, um, why I came once I was invited. One reason why I came was I was invited. I had never been. I did want to experience it, and it's outside of my norm. Meaning, like I said, I normally go to anything dealing with natural hair. So this was my first time outside of that arena. Um, there's a lot of networking. I got to meet individuals whom I've only chimed in their lives on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. Um, I got to meet individuals that I've talked to over the phone. I've got to reconnect with others that I've seen at other shows like Fiona. Hey, Fiona. um, Industry awareness. There's a lot of new stuff, which I'm going to talk about. I don't have the item right now, but I will share them with you at a later time. So, with industry awareness, new products coming out, new items coming out, what's happening, who's who, all of those things, exploring products and tools, and of course, trends. Um, Seeing what the future of the industry looks like. So, hearing conversations, watching panels, those things of that nature. So, as a barber stylist and educator, I really wanted to see what professionals from around the country, because you got people internationally that are here attending. So, people from around the country, what they're doing, what new ideas I can bring back, not only to my clients, um, but to, my community. I got some other stuff coming up that I don't want to quite, well, I'm not going to speak on it just yet, but I got some other stuff happening soon. So, but mainly be able to bring um, information and things of that nature to my clients. So the first thing that well, one of the many things that I did today, um, I am sensory safe certified. Hey, Kate, I got a chance to meet Kate in person today. I've talked to her. We've emailed each other back and forth. I've also taken her class. Now they were asking me about becoming an educator. That's something down the line. But right now, I am a sensory safe solution provider. A good portion of my clients are neurodivergent, autistic, or have special needs. So, with that being said, I'm a sensory safe barber, stylist, and braider. I got to meet her today, some of her team members. I purchased a shirt from her, and which I don't have them with me, but Kate and her team or the organization has partnered with Andes, and they have a clipper that is designed for sensory safe and neurodivergent individuals. And I was able to obtain not one, but two of them. So I presume that there was a debut form at the show. Um, they had a select amount. So when I took my little um card up to get one, they were out, so they had to bring some in. And when the guys finally brought them in, I was able to get my pair. And the reason why I end up getting two is because when you use one and you're cleaning one, if you go by the recommended time and spraying your clippers, then they're supposed to sit for 10 minutes. But nonetheless, I invested in two pair, which they come with their own guards. I got some additional gifts from Andy's because I had made a purchase. I think I got an apron and a vest or something along those lines. But I get on and do a I guess I guess you could call it a haul. It's not really a haul, but a product haul or item haul. But I bought those clippers because they don't sound as loud as the traditional clippers. So the noise level and the vibration of them are not like your traditional clippers. And anyone that cuts children who have sensory or who are neurodivergent know that that is important, especially when you get up around the ears. It's not loud. Yeah, so I did purchase those. Like I said, I got to meet her, and I sat at a level 3. There was a panel of barbers who spoke about the industry, the future of the industry, One of the young ladies, I forget her name, there's someone that I met for the very first time, was speaking to female barbers and saying, in a nutshell, to master our skills and, just to basically master our skills and be the best that we can be. There is a challenge, there will be, challenges just by the sheer nature of who we are in the industry. Though there are more women coming in, um, there've always been women in the industry, maybe not as many then as there are now, but nonetheless, um, she talked about that. They shared their purpose to always know that we are in a serving position and not to take that lightly, um, which, as they were speaking, it's like I was speaking the same language. I get it. I understand. I know that we're in the service business, and it's a privilege for us to be able to service our clients. And in my case, parents who trust me with their children, especially their babies who have special abilities. I always say special abilities, but nonetheless, that was great. Um, Honestly, y'all, I just did a lot of walking around and looking at what is out there, because sometimes you get stuck in your own box, or you're not out and about or mixing or seeing or attending these different things, and you really don't know. So this was like a big exposure for me, and I'm grateful for the experience, even though it was very overwhelming. What advice do you have for people that are finding it difficult to master their skill? um for people who are finding it difficult to master their skill, I would say break it down into smaller parts. So, for instance, with barbering, you have individuals who specialize in different things as it relates to barbering. Example, someone may be good with drop phase, someone may be good with high taper phase, someone may be good with ball phase. Um, in my case, I wasn't good at phase at all. So what I had to do in mastering a difficult skill such as fading, um, I had to get in a lot of reps. Two things that I did. I did a lot of free cuts. I cut at a homeless shelter. I also went to Great Clips and learned how to cut straight hair as well. So well, that was actually two challenges, two difficult things that I had. So how I solved those problems was to get the reps in both instances, but also put myself in a position with straight hair where I could learn it. And I had to get into an environment that would support that. So that's how I overcame it. But to answer your question and advice for individuals that are finding it difficult to master these skills or a skill, break it down into smaller pieces so that you don't feel overwhelmed or that you don't feel like you can't achieve it. If you break it down into smaller pieces and find that one thing that you can work on, master that, and then add the next thing, and then add the next thing. And repetition in this field is going to help you to become better, not only become better at the skill, but become more confident and competent in it. So, reps, whatever it is, get as much work as you can get in for it. So, thank you for asking that question, WK. Um, so, some of my first impressions, I already talked about the size of the event. It's huge. If you've ever been to the Orlando Convention Center. It's called OCCC. It's three C's. Let me see if I can see what it's the Orlando Premier Orlando. The convention center there is huge, very huge. So the size of the event is humongous. Um, a number of vendors. Look, let me see if this book actually gives you the number. It probably doesn't, but um, I'm gonna just say this. This is a page. This is a page. This is a page of vendors. Um, let's see. This is a page of vendors. It was well over, I'm gonna easily say 300 easily. I wish I knew the exact number, but it's well over um it's well over 200 vendors, probably 300, maybe more than that. Um, energy and excitement. You can feel it not only with the visuals, you can feel it with the music, you can hear it with the conversations, you can see it, you can visually observe the excitement and the energy in the air. Um, just how people dressed. Um, you could see the excitement. And I think that's why I felt so overwhelmed because it was so much. It was it was over it was just a lot. Honestly, I felt like how some of my sensory safe children feel when they come into a barbershop that has a lot going on. I felt like that. And the reason why I can explain it that way, because I've worked around special needs children for many, many years. And I've been able to observe them in different spaces and different places. And seeing them come in, I wasn't holding my ears, but I felt it from the standpoint of people coming up. Can I give you this? Can I give you that? Would you like to have a bag? Would you like to have this? And I was like, no, thank you. It's like every turn, somebody was trying to hand you something. And I was like, no, thank you. I'll be back. No, thank you. So the energy was off the scale. Diversity, let me see. Let's see here. I got a few notes, y'all, because I want to be intentional about sharing this, sharing some of this information. So let me go back a little bit. So diversity of professionals attending, everybody, everybody was there. I hope you had a wonderful time. I did. I did have a wonderful time. Thank you. One more day though. It's a 2-day event, so we got one more day. The first thing that caught my attention, honestly, was the massiveness of Babylis's setup. Not only because it was right there, but because it took up a large space, coming in. It took up a huge space. Um, the music, it was like going to a rave party. All kinds of music, vibrations, sounds were were playing. Um, let's see. A particular booth that stood out. Um, Pure Natural Products had a very nice setup. They had their booth for products on one side dealt with I'll say more of their locks, braids, and twists. They just added a facial line. So on the flip side of their display, on one side had the hair products, and on the back side dealt with the facials and all of the products for their new line. And then off to the side they had a stage. So I thought it was very well thought out, um, very well put together. Um, yeah, some of the smaller ones, Coco had a nice display. Andy's had a nice display. They had it set up more like a cell phone display where they had the clippers out, and then you can take the little card. They had the QR code, take it over to the counter, they scan it, bring you your product. And then what they did do was reuse that scan card. So they took it from the consumer, placed it on the counter, and then I guess when they collected enough of them, they took them and redistributed them back on the displays. So that was good. New tools or products. So with the companies that I was looking at, like take for instance Andy's has partnered with Sensory Safe to bring out the new Sensory Safe Solution clipper. Like I say, I don't have it. It's in the car. So I will get on and follow up and do a haul with that. Pure product. As a matter of fact, I think I got it here. Look, I got the cards here. So they have their mentee line that they just came out with. Um, Organicals beard collection, a mentee collection, and then a DHT blocker collection. Defeats hair loss at the source. Um, they also have a body butter and fragrance sprays that they have. And then um, I wanted to try their honey honey product for locks because I have some individuals who have a sensitivity to nuts, or they, cannot use anything with nuts in it. So I purchased some of those products. And in purchasing some of those products, my ticket got entered into the raffle, because if you spent $50 or more, your name went into a raffle. So let me tell y'all, I got to tell y'all, um, they gave away two baskets, one at 3 and one at 4, of a basket. The value was $500. It's a $500 value. Well, and you guessed it. So I missed the 3 o'clock and I was like, man, I wonder if they called my number. So I was there. I got there maybe about, no, let me back up. They had a drawing from 2 to 4. So I missed the initial drawing. So when I came, I saw that there was a second basket there and they hadn't done the second drawing yet. So they go to do the second drawing and they call the first number. Nobody answers. And then, they go going once, going twice, nobody answers. They call a second number, going once, going twice. As they were saying that, I say, well, they better call my number. I, um, I want my number to be called. Lo and behold, my number, I remember the ticket, 00582. That was my ticket number. And soon as she said the last number, I was like, that's me, that's me. So here's the deal, y'all. I won the product collection. Is valued at $500. It was so big. One of their team individuals that were helping, he had to roll it out to the car for because I couldn't carry it. And of course, with my boot on, it was too heavy. It was heavy. But anyhow, if you check out my stories, you'll be able to see it. But like I say, I'll do another one and I'll come back and show you all the products. I wish I could pull it up. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can let me just try something. Y'all give me a second. Let me see if there's a way for me to try to pull it in. Hold on, y'all. Oh, see, I'm on my phone. It's not like being on the desktop. Okay. Let me see if there's a way for me to try to. Pro- Let me see if there's a way. I don't. Nope. Y'all, I'm trying to figure out if there's a way. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna see. I don't know. Let me hit that. No, that's not it. Um, I was trying to see, y'all, if there was a way for me to pull from my phone to pull it in, but I guess not. I guess not. Uh, let's see. Nope. Well, yeah. So I was gonna try to show y'all the basket, but from this platform, being on my phone, I'm unsure how to pull it in. Oh God, y'all, I wish I could do it. I wish I could. um, Anywho, so I won. My ticket number was 00582. So I got a line of their products. Um, Pure natural products. Their ingredients y- supposed to be really, really good. Yeah, here's some of the items. Yeah. If you get an opportunity, search them on Facebook, Instagram, and you'll get a chance to check that out. Um, oh, I've just oh, let me see what else I got here. Oh, I got a chance to meet Razor Sharp podcast. The gentleman behind Razor Sharp, Tara the Barber. I got a chance to meet him today. We're gonna connect tomorrow. Fiona out of Macon, Georgia. She's been on the podcast. She's the one that does the special FX makeup. Got a chance to meet with her. I gave her a signed autograph of the book, A Heritage of Hair. I did bring a few with me. So she got her copy and I signed it for her. One thing I've learned already in this event is um, be true to who you are. That was the common theme that I heard on a lot of the panels is to be true to who you are, know your worth as a professional, and be authentic. Be authentic. So I could just shake my head and say, you know what? I'm on the right path. I'm on the right path. We all came with a unique gift, and we're blessed with a unique gift. And we're to maximize whatever that gift is and share it. So um, that's the biggest thing I learned is to honor that gift, know who you are, and know the value that you bring. Let's see. Um, Education does matter. Knowing what's going on. I'm not saying you got to always keep up with everything because that can be challenging. It can become overwhelming. Take, for example, technology, staying up with that, being on top of that. Sometimes it can be challenging because it's always changing. So uh, do what you can with what you have. All right. Relationships matter. Um, and we as professionals must continue to learn. Now, I think I've mentioned this before, and if I haven't, I'm going to mention it. Barbers in the state of South Carolina and master hair care at this point are not required to do continuing education. However, I still take it seriously. Um, I value it for myself and I value it for what it brings to my clients. So, uh, as a professional, we must continue learning. And that goes for those of us barbers who aren't required to have continuing education. What I'm looking forward to tomorrow, I'm going to take some time tonight and go through and see what classes um, resonate with me and what I can take. I think I've seen enough for today. I didn't tour every single corner, nook and cranny of the arena because it's just so much. Um, but I feel like I saw what I needed to see. Um, it's pretty much the same, a new product, a new something. And yeah, I feel like I got what I came for. I had always been talking about a clipper, somebody need to make a clipper that's not as loud. Um, I got that. So I'm grateful to have been here to be one of many who are here to get their hands on a pair of those clippers. Um, there's talk that they may have trimmers, it's in the works. So providing that they do offer those down the line, I will have a pair of those to complement my clippers as well. Um, but what I'm looking for tomorrow is to network, um, take a class or two, and just really be an observance from an educated perspective, a professional, and a podcaster in terms, and from podcasting meaning what information can I bring to my platform that I've observed or um, basically observed. So those are some things. Um, there may be one other item that I might get tomorrow, but I'll make my decision tomorrow on that. And then creating content. I got to tell you, I got to be honest with y'all. I was taking clips and doing different things, but can I be honest with y'all? Even if you follow me, I get a lot of compliments on my content and that it looks very professional. But I got to be honest with y'all. I still struggle with putting stuff out. I have so much stuff on my phone till uh I need to just get it off of there. But I I struggle with trying to turn it around quickly. I'll just say that. And getting it out there. So um learning opportunities, I'm gonna look through here, like I said, to see what classes I want to attend. Of course, more networking and content creation. So tomorrow I want to be more intentional. Um, I'm gonna sleep on that in terms of what my intentions are. I did have a list. I'll share with you all some things that I had written down in coming, but I'm gonna be honest. When I walked in and I felt that, I was like, uh, all that thought process just kind of went out the window because I just felt overwhelmed. It was too much going on. So yeah, but I the biggest mistake um people do is they do a lot of shopping and not intentional about conversations and networking and things along those lines. So um I only got a couple of items really. One, two, three. I got one, two, three. So I got two items from Andy's, one t-shirt from Sensory Safe Solution, and then I got some products from um Pure. It's one, two, three, four, five. I actually got five products from them. And it's a collection for my lot clients, but I got five products from them. And then of course I got a free giveaway from sitting at the level, is it level three panel discussion. So I got a product from them and I think it's a curl cream. So I haven't done a lot of shopping as much as I have done observing and having conversations with individuals. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna call it a night because I need to um shower and and wind down and just take some time to look through my catalog and see what courses I desire to take. So just to let y'all know some of the categories they have here: business and professional development. Hold on, let me go back because I think it's let me make sure I'm starting at the beginning. Okay, so education, they have barbering, they have barber stage, hall B4, bilingual, business and personal development, um, excuse me, competitions, continuing education courses, demo stage, extension, wigs and weaves, haircut, color, and styling. Um, excuse me, hold on, y'all. Hair loss solutions, excuse me, lashes and brows, main stage. And on the main stage, they got a couple of things going on. They have makeup, massage therapy, nails, school and student skincare, social media marketing. That might be something I need to get into. Texture and curls. So let me say this. Anytime you hear texture and curls, they're talking about our hair. Let me see. Thank you for sharing. Um, Getting to know people at these events are, excuse me, y'all, so important. It helps to create interpersonal relationships. Exactly. But I'm gonna tell y'all, it's it's just been so many people, people everywhere. But you're right, WK. It is getting to know people at these events are so important. Let me can I show that on stage? Yeah. Getting to know people is it really is important. Yes. And you said thank you for sharing your experience with us. Thank you for listening. And for those of you who are catching this on the replay, y'all can see I'm still feeling a little bit overwhelmed with it. And I'm sitting here just literally thinking about the whole entire day. Um, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, and to finish up, the color salon, waxing and hair removal, wellness and mental health, and then they have a lot of workshops. So those are some of the different things that they have. Um, Here's the barber stage. They have Sunday schedule and Monday schedule. Um, a lot of demos. Yeah, spa and wellness talk, workshops. So it's quite a bit of information here. But I just want to say thank you to those of you who've tuned in. I appreciate y'all's patience. Like I said, I had a video that was supposed to go out. I don't know what happened. I did record it earlier last week, and it's up, but it didn't go out like I thought I set it up to go out. Um, but nonetheless, I figured let me just pop on, get on from my phone, and make it happen so I can keep my commitment. And I know my dad will be like, you on your podcast? Yes, Dad, I'm on. So thank you all. I will be back. Once I get back and get settled in, more than likely I will let me see. I may be able to do it tomorrow. I'll just talk about it tomorrow. If not, I'm not gonna promise. If not, I will come back on because I want to uh share the items um that I did pick up, let y'all hear the clippers, let y'all see the clippers. I think my kids are really, and my adults are really, really going to love these clippers. They don't make a loud noise like the traditional clippers. And y'all know I love Andes. I'm not getting paid by them. And I've said it in many podcasts that I use them because, for one, if there's ever a problem, if I've ever had a problem with my clippers, trimmers, anything that is associated with them, all I have to do is call customer service. They send me a number, you know, the invoice number to send the stuff back, and all I do is pay for shipping. That's it. Whatever the shipping cost is, I pay for that. And then if there's a service fee associated with it, if it's out of warranty, I pay that and they send it back to me. No problem. No problem. And I've been doing that for the past 6 years that I've had products with them. So I'm really, actually I'm glad to see that Sensory Safe has partnered with them. And I'm being selfish because I love Andes. So I'm glad they partnered with them so I can stay with Andes. But nonetheless, um, yeah. So thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, WK says. Thank you and have a good night and be safe. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So let's see. I want to make sure I went through all my notes. So Yeah. Let me ask you this. Has any of you ever attended premiere? If you have, let me know in the comments and then share with me what were some of your biggest takeaways. And yeah, what were some of your biggest takeaways from it? What classes did you take? Did you network? Um, what were some of the learning opportunities that you maximized? And did you create content for your social media while you was there? So those are just some of the things that I want to ask or am asking those of you who have attended. And if you plan to attend as a professional, I do think it's a great, not only as a professional, but also as a student as well. I think it's great exposure for students too. Um, but y'all, I'm sleepy. I'm tired. I'm tired. I still feel uh overwhelmed by the experience in a good way. But that's what I want to ask for those of you who have attended or plan to attend. If you haven't attended, I think it's great. As a matter of fact, let me tell you, 2027. Um, so Premier San Antonio is going to be August 30th through the 31st of this year. Premier Columbus is October 11th and 12th. And Premier Anaheim is February 7th and 8th. And then Premier Orlando next year is going to be June 5th through 7th. Yeah, June 5th through 7th. So uh that's pretty much it. So if you have attended, please share your takeaways, your biggest takeaways. If you haven't, consider it. And that's all I have. Remember to teach what you know, share what you have, and give what you can. I'm Yate, the Barber Stylist and Barber Educator. And I'll see you all on the next video. Thank you for tuning in. We can't say I have not. Hopefully, someday I can. Uh, I think it would be great. I think it's something that everyone should try at least once in their career. So, yeah, I think it's something that anybody in the beauty and barbering industry, nail care, nail tech, all of that, should at least take the time to visit at least once. But yeah, first time, big lessons, and more to come. So yeah, that's all I have. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm gonna ice this foot, prop it up. But before I do that, I'm gonna iron my clothes for tomorrow and get set up, make sure my phones are charged and all that good stuff. But nonetheless, thank you all for joining. I appreciate your patience tonight. And if things work out, I will be getting on in the next couple of days to talk about day 2 and share some of the products that I've received during this time. Enjoy. Until next time, thank y'all for your patience. See y'all on the next episode.
I am real roots pride. I am real roots love. I am real roots naturals, naturals. I am real roots pride. I am real roots love. I am real roots naturals, naturals. I am real roots pride. I am real roots love. I am real roots naturals, naturals.